Greetings, all you tiger hunters. Welcome back to the Tiger Pit. We are going to check out an Arthur Wright & Son exclusive today. This is my very first Arthur Wright & Son exclusive. Slip Joint Sawyer, you may have heard of him. Thrifty Kniffy, The Slippy and Thrifty Show. Check them out every Sunday. Been on there a few times. Fantastic guys. Hope to be on again. Here's Slip Joint Sawyer's sticker. He's a big Sack fan for sure. They did knife news, and Slippy, Matt, showed me this Barlow. And it is a lamb's foot Barlow, which I do not have one. It was an exclusive from Moonraker Accessories, or what? MoonrakerKnives.com. I could have ordered it. I think it might have cost a lot to ship it here. But Matt, being the stand-up gentleman that he is, said, hey, you can send me the money. I can pick it up. I'll send it on over to Thrifty Kniffy in Texas, and he will ship it up to you. And they didn't even charge me for shipping. These run 39 pounds, I think it was. This is the spalted Beachwood Barlow. And where I have two lamb's foot, so confusing. This has the longer bolster, and it's a different handle shape. I will compare. So thank you very much, Slip Joint Sawyer, for offering to do this for me. And TK John threw in a few extra gifts. Let's get this out of the way and get on with the video. Yes, I guess I could do measurements. He showed this. It is C70 carbon steel. I'm wondering if these exclusives were pretty much made by Ashley. So let's take a look at the spalted. It's like what do they call it? It's different than my other ones. They usually offer rosewood, ebony, snakewood for a premium, and stag. You can see the awesome detail in it. Brass liners. Looks like brass pins. I think they did say it was a brass bolster. It may be nickel silver. They did state that it was a polished blade. It is not polished. There is oil on it. I guess I gotta wipe it off. Slip Joint Sawyer was really nice though, and sent me pictures and verified that it was okay before he sent it to me. I was really kind of hoping it would have a mirror polished blade, because it's very rare. I have only one other Arthur Wright & Son, my Peacher in Buffalo Horn, that is, and I thought that was really cool. But for the price and everything, this is just fine. Satin finish, you don't have to worry about fingerprints quite as much. Beautiful Barlow from Sheffield, England. See if we can see the stamp there. Arthur Wright & Son. Is it going to blur out? Handcrafted. Sheffield, England. Kind of a long stamp there. It's like a novel. Great fit and finish on this. Centered blade. Really no gaps. I think you can kind of see a hair gap there, but holding up the light, I see just barely a speck of light. Fantastic fit and finish. Most of my Arthur Wright & Sons are pretty incredible fit and finish. I haven't had a problem with any of them. 39 pounds. I think this was, after shipping it to Slippy, about $60. And that's a really good, fair price for sure. Arthur Wright's run $30 for just a rosewood. $60 for some stag, $80, and they just go up and up and up. This is the rosewood. I think I probably spent $30, maybe $34. Exceptionally cheaper than a Rosecraft blade. And these are handcrafted with separate bolsters, brass liners. You don't have a washer in there. These are traditional, old school, handmade Sheffield, England work knives. This is the large lamb's foot. You can see the difference in the bolsters. They just call it the sheep's foot knife. And it's kind of a Barlow-esque, but a Barlow would be a longer, somewhat longer bolster. These aren't the longest bolsters. I guess we could compare it to a Baron Son here with an even longer bolster. And then this is the lamb's foot in stag, the small. But you can see the difference here. And the handle, I'm not sure if I have the right angle, but these smaller bolsters, more of a swell toward the back. And this is more of a straight handle. You can see. All C70 carbon steel blades. All three lamb's foot. Blade lengths on these two small ones are about the same. The Barlow is a hair longer. I'd say maybe a 1/4 inch longer. Very cool. This was my first, and what a great work knife. Fills the hand great. You can see I got peppering on the blade. Got to keep these blades oiled, being carbon steel. But this is just a really cool offering. And the handles, you don't know what you're going to get. They all vary. Like some are more marbled than mine. But very nice to have a wood you can't get from James & Company. Like I cannot go to James & Company and find this knife. This is an exclusive to Moonraker. So, I don't know, $60 US. I think I spent about 60 for this stag. Maybe it was on sale for 50. And I can't remember what I spent for this, but they were probably $34 or something like that. Very similar to the Rosecraft blade Senator. Longer. I mean, Arthur Wright does make a Senator like this, and they are $80 to $100. The Senator is also $60. And a fantastic knife in D2 steel. But to get an exclusive from the UK with this spalted Beachwood for the same price, absolutely amazing. I could not be more happy. Thank you so much, Slipjoint Sawyer, for another wooden nickel. Gotta have it. Of course, Thrifty Kniffy always says, never trust anybody who gives you a wooden nickel. Well, it was a little bit bigger than a nickel, and it's not claiming to be 5 cents. My friend does some of this laser engraving on his machine, which is very cool. So, exceptional pattern, a Barlow that I do not have. And I'm kind of at a loss for words. And when I got this package, John threw in a little teeny Seahawk football player. Thank you so much. Almost looks like Russell Wilson, except he's kind of running with it. No number on him, but very cool. Little Seahawk being up here in Seattle. They're doing all right this year. I think we're top of our division. And then what? The Batman. Very nice. This blew my mind. I'm like, "Who sent this to me?" And it was John TK, and I think I know why. All the, purple barn boards I've been getting from Case, I always refer to them as the bat knives. Let me find one. Here we go. Here's one I actually carried today. It's hard to see in my light, but it's purple barn board jig Case. I always call this the bat shield. It's totally different than his, bat symbol, but kinda looks like a manta ray. It's the coat of arms shield. This is the pen knife. Very similar to the medium jack, except the pen blade comes out of the backside here, and it's a single back spring. So yeah, this is why I think they threw. I'm not sure, my only guess. Totally a bat knife, if I've ever seen one. Looks like he's throwing a boomerang too. Very cool, John. Much appreciated. I'm gonna have to bust them out again when I cover all of my purple barn boards. So, do not want to make this video too long. Let's get one last look at this as the sirens go by. It's a stabilized, spalted beechwood. Very nice. Traditional, handmade Sheffield, England. Thank you very much, Slip Joint Sawyer, for offering to do this. Thank you very much, John, for throwing in the extra Christmas gifts. You all stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Take care.